We hope you make some meaningful connections today. So let's start right away and connect you with Michael Bommer, our keynote speaker, to open up the event. Michael is the CEO of weeve and, amongst others, co-founder of Relayer, which was acquired by Munich Re in 2018. He's an expert in the intersection of technology and sales with over 25 years of experience. Michael, welcome on stage. We're very, very excited to hear more about IoT and insurance.
Hi there, Michael Bommer. Welcome to the Winter Summit from Munich. I'm here in my office, just finished the workshop. So this is the good thing about the new way of doing these kind of events, that you can workshop until the last minute before you join. Let me join my screen and talk a bit about me. The first thing, some of you might have wondered, why an IoT guy? Some of you know me, some of you might have heard about me. Why an IoT guy would do such an innovative speech here as a keynote speaker in the Winter Summit? And I will answer this question, and I'll do it in three steps. The first step is, let me tell you about the journey of an IoT entrepreneur, which I made. I studied aerospace technology, so I was in hardware from my beginning, but then worked for more than 30 years as a software guy. 2013, together with Harald Zapp, my co-genius, so to speak, we founded Relayer and had our first exit together. Then 2018, when we sold Relayer to Munich Re, and here we see it seems that the Insurtech industry is interested in IoT as well. In this exercise, 2016, we founded NBT, Next Big Thing, which is a venture studio here in Berlin. I will talk about it a bit later for a minute. We did 16 formations of companies over the last 3.5 years. And these formations are in the machine economy, everything around IoT, AI, and distributed ledger technology, but for the machine economy. And then one of the 16 formations is weeve. I co-founded this with NBT last year, and I'm the CEO there right now, running the weeve exercise. Now, the question is now, how does innovation in insurance look like from the viewpoint of an IoT entrepreneur? And I can simply relate to that with the history I have in the startups with, so to speak, Insurtech and insurance investors. So Relayer, we founded Relayer around assets. Back then in 2013, smart assets were rare. There were assets out there, and there's still assets out there. In the meantime, we say it's around 30 billion, and it will grow to 75 billion assets, devices out there by 2025. And in the end, Munich Re was the one who bought this company. And the reason is quite simple. The customers we were working with back then had the interest to make their assets intelligent, to make their assets smart. But smart assets can produce a lot of information, a lot of data for insurance and to go there. So we were working with Schindler in regards to the efficiency of their performance in maintenance, where suddenly a Schindler elevator with a small adding of a very, very small device could tell how often it was used and could help call their own kind of maintenance worker. City of Paris, Viking stadiums. Back then, there was a lot of talk about terrorism attacks, a lot about security and how devices can help with that. In NBT, it is all about solutions, because when assets are getting smart, then the question is, okay, what can I do with smart assets? And there are 3 examples in our environment, and there will be more, which are very, very interesting for the insurance industry. Assist Me, for example, in smart care. Assist Me provides a smart diaper. for adults, so that people can care better and understand better how someone is cared for. The latest member of the plug-and-play environment, the Insurtech environment, AOK, is one of the companies which is very, very interested in getting more data out of care, more data about how care is applied and how care is used. Meter, I always joke with the founders of Meter and say, this is smart home for the underprivileged. Smart home is a very privileged solution. So if you have enough money to install a very expensive system in your home, all good. But how is it about public and private building societies? And smart building management here means, for example, that we have leakage solutions where we can automate leakage recognition, and you know how much the damage leakage could mean to a large building. And Concur builds a smart sensor for construction, and what they really do is they are kind of pushing their sensor into the concrete, and it stays in the concrete when it's soft, and it reports concrete quality out of the concrete. So you can imagine that building quality has a huge impact on the insure case around building and constructing. And there in NBT, one of our lead investors in Series A has been HDI, another insurance who understands the importance of IoT for future of offerings in the insurance space. And then the last one is weeve, and consequently, Asset Solution. Weeve is a data company. It's about data, and there is question mark. We are still waiting for the first insurance coming to us and working with us, but I'm pretty sure it will, and I will tell you why. Data science is a huge opportunity out there in already used in e-commerce and other environments like logistics and whatever. And the data science is used a lot in insurances. Now, the point is with IoT and data is very simple. I will talk about the sneakernet, and you will ask me, what the heck is sneakernet? And sneakernet is the way companies today get the data for their data science experiments and their data science solutions in the IoT space. And sneakernet is nothing else than that technicians put on their sneakers and walk from device to device and get the data from the device. Which means that data from IoT is rarely used. The data science opportunity in IoT is not yet kind of unveiled, but companies like HDI, together with their initiative Things, which resides here in our offices in Berlin, are looking at how can data from machines help me to manage, for example, production interruption. How can I make this more feasible or more tangible in regards to using this data for this reason? And then the other very, very important questions around data in IoT is who owns the data? And let me give you a very simple example, which immediately will tell you where the discussion will go to in the future. And this is, you own a car, you bought this car from hopefully one of the famous German car manufacturers, and these car manufacturers in the meantime have data platforms in there, telematic platforms. The vendor of the telematic platform might be a company like Bosch, which is very strong in IoT. And then I, as the owner of the company, of the car, you're the owner of the car, you want to have an insurance and you want to have a dynamic insurance. And the insurance shall only charge you for what you use the car. And perhaps even depending on the profile of your car, if you are a very aggressive driver or non-aggressive driver. The data is there. There's no question that the data is there, but answer the question, who owns the data? I, as the owner of the car, say, this is my data. I bought the car, whilst then Audi, Mercedes, you name them, they can come and say, no. The data infrastructure in the car is mine. And then Bosch comes and says, yeah, but the telematic in this car is done by Bosch. So how do we agree that this is your data? And in the end, the assurance says, you know, I have a contract with the owner of the car, so I need the data. This is my data. This is the environment where weeve is working on. Now, let me finish with a call to action for all of you. And if you're being a founder and you consider IoT, then we have NBT as #3 venture builder in Germany, just released by Caldera, that we are only following Rocket Internet and FinLeap here in Berlin. We have an entrepreneur in residence program and would welcome you there if this is something you consider. If you're a corporate, come co-found with us as NBT. We funded 16 foundations in the last 3.5 years. We will add another 8 to 10 in 2021. And there's a list of companies who have already funded with us and are co-founding companies with us where they want to bring up their innovation. And then last but not least, as a closing remark, this is a pitch event, so let me pitch as well for a second. I'm just in a second closing with weeve. We have an open interest of 750,000 in a 2 million seed round. And we want to close this quarter. So if you're interested to be part of the IoT data environment, want to know how we take IoT data into dollars, transfer IoT data into dollars, weeve is the company to talk to. I wish you a very, very interesting 2 days here in the Plug and Play Winter Summit. I hope that you find your interest, either if you're looking for an investor or if you're looking for a solution as a corporate in the innovation space you see here. Thank you very much, and back to the presenter.
Thank you very much, Michael. Thanks for the presentation. It was really exciting to learn more about all your initiatives out there. And thanks for the little pitch in the end. Really appreciate it. This is what Plug and Play supports, and this is what we live and try to embrace every day. Thank you.